It's Jordan. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good pre-afternoon. Yeah, I wanted to, this video, I'm out here dashing. Lack thereof, ain't nothing going on. I'm in Midtown right now. I'm up here off of Howell Mill Road, but I'm about to relocate to the Chipotle over here off of Peachtree. Ain't nothing really going on right now. Yeah, to touch base back on what I was saying about ghost incentives. I went back and watched my video, and it just kind of sparked a bunch of other thoughts. And I think that they should do that. And I think that it only should apply to people that... I think it should only apply to couriers that are on the platform and, you know, on the platform longer than the other couriers. That's where they mess up at. Introducing an incentive that applies to every courier that is on the platform. So somebody could do like one delivery a week, and another person could be doing whatever 20 deliveries a week, and that same incentive will apply to both. And I don't think that that's fair. They should have an incentive for the new couriers, for the ones that, for new couriers, the inconsistent couriers, and the more consistent couriers. They should have the incentive program should the incentive program should be for all of them. There should be a different incentive program for each one. Ooh. Oh, that was a pothole. That's where they go wrong at. If you, in my opinion, that's where they go wrong at. They introduce these incentives, and it applies to everybody. And yeah, say if it is legit, say that's the sucky part about these incentives. You don't know if the incentive is if it's rigged or whatever. You don't know, because people could actually be logging on like this, like, you know, shout out to my man Gizmo Ride, I think his name is. Come on, are you coming over? Come on. You don't know if it's rigged or not, but like he said, you know, if he didn't watch my video, he would have went out. He's more of an inconsistent guy on DoorDash, so he probably would have went out and hopped on the platform. He would have hopped out. He would have hopped on the platform to see if he can get that incentive. And there's probably a lot of people that's thinking that way, and I'm not mad at them for thinking that way, but I just think that it should be a different type of incentive for people that aren't as consistent on here. And I understand why people aren't as consistent on these apps. If you're making more money doing, you know, if Amazon Flex, or if whatever, Postmates or Uber Eats or whatever, one of them other companies, you're making more money and it's working for you, I could totally understand why you wouldn't want to just schedule yourself for a DoorDash block or DoorDash shift and, you know, and risk the chance of not making the money that you would have made if you would have stayed with Uber Eats or Postmates or whatever. I totally understand that. Like I said, with me, I usually do what's working for me is that, like, I'll do a platform for a whole year. So I learned all the ins and outs. When I did Postmates, I did it for a whole entire year. When I did Lyft, I did it for a whole entire year. And I learned all the ins and outs of these of that particular platform, so that when I speak, I'm speaking, you know what I mean, from a place of experience. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just every once in a while hop on and hop off, and if I have a bad experience that day, you know, I'll record a video about that. That's not me. Like, mine, when I do these videos, they're more of an assessment of what is going on while I've been on the platform. But like I said, I weigh out. I don't jump around from platform to platform. I usually stay with one for a year, for an entire year before I jump to the next. And that's only because, one, it works for me because I get to see the growth in the platform. I get to see whatever, like nothing is hitting me blindsidedly because I'm trying to keep track of each platform. Like people that drive for like 5-6 different platforms, it's kind of hard to keep up with one if you're driving for all of them, you know, simultaneously. You got, I know some people that got like 2-3 phones. Like I used to see cats, you know, I used to see cats with like 2-3 phones, and they had like, you know, all the apps running, and whatever they get pinged for first is the one that they go for. You know, if it's Uber Eats or if it's Lyft or Uber or whatever, and they'll have to turn off all the rest of the apps. It's just, I don't know. To me, that's just counterproductive. I understand you want to be out here and you want to make as much money as possible. You don't want to miss opportunity no matter where it's at. But come on now, having 3 phones lined up on a dashboard, like, the stress levels for me would be like. But that's the reason why I only work one platform for a year. I figure in that year, I'll learn everything I need to know about this company. I learned everything I needed to know about Postmates, everything I needed to know about Lyft. Even when they introduced something new, I was right there on top of it because I was working the platform. I was around before Lyft got Express Drive and all of that, all of those other programs. I was there when they, you know, when they were in the incubator stage here in Atlanta. I was driving for them, driving for Lyft. And then I worked them for like a little over a year. Ended up getting kicked off the platform or whatever, for something that had to do with my license, and then I got that cleared up. It was like a ticket from like 2012 that came up, bit me, that I got back in like PA somewhere, Philly somewhere. I took care of that and they put me back on. But yeah, I worked all of these platforms for a year. 2015, 2016, 2017, a year piece. I said I was supposed to be going to Chipotle parking lot. Here I am, way down on 14th Street. But yeah, that's the reason why. Like so I'm not ignoring people that give me suggestions on other apps. It's just that I'm not going to jump around from app to app to app to app. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to give my full assessment on how I feel about DoorDash, and then next year I'll be doing something else, and hopefully in that process I figure out. Hopefully in that process I in that process I will be doing what I love to do, and then I can kind of just switch from doing gig economy jobs forever and just be doing my stuff. You know, but in the meantime, each year I'm going to be, when next year starts or whatever, the middle of next year, when the middle of next year starts, I'm going to probably be doing another app for a year or whatever. Since I'm moving from here, or I'm looking to move from here, I'm thinking maybe doing Caviar. I keep hearing about Caviar. Trini was telling me about it. The guy Gig Stacker. If y'all don't follow Gig Stacker, y'all probably should too. He's another dude. I think he was living up in the DMV area, and then he moved to like Cali or something like that. But he's done every single app. I think he's done every single app you could think of. He got approved, and I think he's worked every app, and for a period of time too, for like a nice period of time. Yeah, so I rock with him. Trini in DC was, you know, I think he delivers for Caviar and stuff, and he said it's a pretty solid app. You make solid money. You make good money on on caviar, so that might be something I'll be looking into next year. I think they do like more upscale restaurants, so the money probably is different. There was another guy that I followed, I think his name is like Jeremy something. He got like a large following on YouTube, and I think he does a lot of these gig economy apps as well. That's pretty much it, y'all. That's pretty much it. I kind of touched base on a few different things, a few different subjects, but I just think that my camera jumping all over the place. I'm surprised my holder is holding up. Yeah, I just think that they should do something different for and be the one, be the app that be the anti-app. Be the one that does something different, you know, like we tired of just be the one to do something different. And I'll tell you what, if I don't get something by 12 o'clock, I've been out here since 10:30. If I don't get something by 12 o'clock, I'm turning this thing off and I'm going back down to my South Highlands. I'm going to schedule me something for South Highlands and I'm going to take my behind down there because I ain't with Midtown's BS. It's crazy, man. When it's not traffic and there's not nothing going on in Midtown, it's hard for you to get deliveries. You ain't really getting nothing. But like, say they had like a 4K Peachtree run or something like that, you be getting deliveries left and right. Like, it's weird. You would think people would want the deliveries now. Like, you would think they'd be ordering now. I'm gonna sit out here, man. I'm gonna go to different hot spots up until 12 o'clock. But I'm not gonna wait here. Oh man, you know what? I can't even wait in Chipotle parking lot no more. They got like some type of super cop over here. They got some type of super cop over here, and he just been like not letting people park. He called himself being cool with me one day, and like he told me like, yeah, I actually parked in the Chipotle parking lot, and he seen me and he was like, you can't park here. Or no, he didn't say you can't park here. He just said, I said I was looking for a shady spot to park. Because if you ever been in Chipotle parking lot on Peachtree, man, it ain't nothing but sun. And on the back row, it's like, it's shade back there. So he was like, if you're looking for a shady spot to park at, park back there. But like, I can't let you park where you're parking at. I was like, all right, cool. The very next day, I came over here to park. And he was like, yeah, man. It was like he didn't even know it was me. Like, I'm the same guy, same car, everything. You know what I mean? And he was like, yeah, you know, I can't let nobody park. And I'm like, yeah, I was just here yesterday, and you said I can park back here in the shade. I was like, I'm a DoorDash driver. He's like, oh, you drive for DoorDash? Okay. He's like, well, you know, they kind of cracking down on us, and they don't want anybody that's not living in here or not using the retail side to park here. So he was like, but yeah, you know, I know you, I seen you here a few times or whatever. I know you ain't doing nothing malicious here. So like, go ahead and, you know, you can go ahead and park for now, but I'm just letting you know they like coming down on us about it. And I don't know if that was a lie or what. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, maybe he just, I don't know. I don't think he had anything personal against me, but he is like the super cop security guard guy out here. He be riding around doing top speeds on a little golf cart. Anything that looks, you know what I mean, two birds could be over there by the dumpster, and he'll be zooming around on a damn golf cart to make sure that the birds aren't doing anything crazy. And he wears the Oakley sunglasses. Black guy too, it's funny. He wears the Oakley glasses, and his uniform is pristine and clean, and you know, he just looked like a cop that just never made it to being a cop. So he's taking it he's taking his copying skills over here to this, and I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him for that, but I'm just saying, like, I ain't out here with binoculars and nothing like that. I'm just sitting out here trying to wait for a request, you know what I mean? A delivery to come through. Can't sit out on Peachtree Street. Anyway, y'all get at me. What the heck was that? Y'all get at me in the comment section. Y'all usually do. Didn't mean for this to be a 15-minute video, and I never mean for any of my videos to be this long. If you're out here today, I hope it's a profitable, progressive, productive day for y'all. I'm gonna be out here for about another 40 minutes. I'm gonna relocate to another area, and if I don't get nothing out of there, I'm done with Midtown. And it's crazy because Midtown is offering $2 more per delivery, so this would be the perfect opportunity to cash in. There's no traffic. Like, what's up? Y'all get at me. Y'all usually do. Peace.